there, I'm here today to share with you 5 things that I miss about cancer. So I know what you're thinking. How in the world could you be missing cancer? I have 5 things that I want to share with you that I do miss. One is, you guessed it, my doctor. I miss my doctor. The reason I miss my doctor, it was just my experience with him and the knowledge that he had. He was just very supportive and tried to do everything that he could to save my life, and this was very comfortable for my family, and it made it great for the journey as we battled my cancer. I miss being in his presence as a part of my safety net. Okay, the next thing that I miss is the food. Food? Are you crazy? Food? You get food every day. Let me explain. My church family and my friends were so good to my family. They provided meals once I got home from my surgery because I had to have a liver resection. I'd spent several days in the hospital. It allowed my husband to return back to work so we could bring in income to be able to pay for the medical bills that were coming in. Secondly, it provided help for my mother so she was able to tend to me after the surgery and stuff, because if you've ever had surgery, you know what it's like to recover. You don't bounce back quickly. Next thing is being an inspiration to others. That was one of the biggest things about my journey along the way, is the people that came into my life and the people that would stop and talk to me because they knew what I was going through. I was 23 years old and I was battling liver cancer. Didn't matter where I went, grocery store, church. My point is, everywhere I went, I could be at the daycare picking up my daughter because I had a 4-year-old at the time. If I'd be out on my porch or out on my deck and my neighbors would come over to check, it was always that I was a huge inspiration to them. And that was so meaningful. And because it wasn't about me, about what it was doing to them and their life. And honestly, to see God work in their life, because I knew the battle that I was facing, he was using as his reflection to help them in the season of life that they were in. So it was so encouraging to me to see them come to me and tell me how much he was working in their life because of the struggle that I had. It was about my mannerism, and it was about the way that I carried myself through that battle that was able to be a light for them to understand that the journey that they were on, there was hope. That was really, really neat to me. Number 4, the 4th thing that I missed was having my own cheer squad. The people that rallied around me, the people that would come by my house, the people who would lay their hands on me and pray for me. It was something I had never in my whole entire life experienced. And to know that there was this worldwide prayer chain going on my behalf. And I would get cards all the time. I'd get phone calls, people at church and stuff. I loved the cheering from me, the constant cheer. It brought me to a level that I was able to get up and move and be me and push through what I was going through. Okay, the last thing, the test. My test that I would have to go on a regular basis to, be able to be checked out by my doctor to figure out, where I was on my cancer journey. And that's what I miss. That's my number 5 thing. I miss it because I don't have that safety net of being told everything's okay. 2018 will be cancer free for 18 years. And to me, that is just wonderful. And it's been such a life experience to learn how to live beyond that. Those tests, even though that they were hard to go through them every time, and I always worried what the results and stuff would be, they were such a comfort and would have that answer, and they would give me that boost. They would give me that boost to be in my doctor's presence and us, come together as a team to develop a plan and keep pushing forward after my liver resection. It was hard for me to go and have those tests and put that dreaded gown on and drink whatever I had to drink. I miss those tests. I wish I had those tests every 6 months to a year or whatever, just so I could get that answer. Even 18 years later, I wish that I could. That's my 5 what I miss about cancer. Bye.